Welcome to the WD168. God gives us 168 hours every week to live, love, and enjoy. This is our take on these 168 hours from the Western Diocese. April 24th, a day that has been registered in infamy, comes up next week as genocide commemorations take form. In Glendale and adjoining communities, quickly the collection of t-shirts claiming open wounds and loud cars take up the flags and begin filling the streets with expressions of discontent. Others engage in demands. Others will have their own remembrances. And yet others have graduated to move from their own pain to address the pain of others. GenocideWatch.com regularly updates their website to keep track of the latest flare-ups, from dire situations in Gaza to the streets of Zimbabwe. Of course, the aggressive activity of Azerbaijan is also noted on their pages. It gives me great joy and satisfaction to learn that many of our new generation is moving beyond Armenian genocide as a history lesson to using it as a platform to heighten awareness on ongoing struggles faced by others who are victims of hatred. The kind of hatred that Armenians experienced in 1915 and continue to experience in areas of recent exile. At Valley Christian School in Sunland, California, following a chapel assembly dedicated to the Armenian genocide, students heard from young men who had come from Rwanda, whose family had survived the genocide there 30 years ago. The president and vice president of the school's Armenian club led the interview, which had students enthralled with suggestions to move to action. It's commendable when schools build their lessons and educational policy topics on justice and peace. All ASAs are very good about having commemoration, and this year more and more are extending themselves beyond the history of the Armenians to include the plight of Palestinians, Ethiopians, and those who suffer the inhumanity of man. ASAs of USC and UCLA are coming together for remembrance next week. This in light of the latest revelation that USC is canceling valedictorian Asna Tabsum after objections from pro-Israeli groups. At the Western Diocese, we will be celebrating the Divine Liturgy on April 24th, with the primate as celebrant and homilist. The martyrs, now sanctified as saints, will be at the forefront of the commemoration as we share a message of victory, the promise of Jesus Christ, who said, "In this world you will have difficulties, but courage, the victory is mine. I have overcome the world." When you arrive at St. Leon, make sure you take note of the flag of the United States and the khachkar underneath it, which marks the events of 9/11, lest we forget when the threat to democracy took on a physical assault. Our church, which every Sunday remembers the freedoms we enjoy and thankfully acknowledges the freedoms which we are guaranteed as unalienable rights endowed to us by our Creator, we commemorate April 24th because we were there in 1915 and we're here today. We have taken the journey with the Armenian people, with you, and we invite you to be a part of the struggle for justice. Not as a political issue, but as a humanitarian issue, as a calling from Christ to celebrate good over evil, light over darkness, resurrection over death. Celebrate with us the life and legacy of our Armenian people. And watch for us on apostle.net this week as we unveil the Armenian Church's presence in the metaverse. First time ever, from ancient sanctuaries to digital altars, all available to you on apostle.net. That's apostolic evangelism for an electronic and expanding universe. Looking forward to seeing you next week as we look at that 168 from the Western Diocese.